Hello. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tesla Tower. It's this multi-block we have over here. If you don't know about it, it's a pretty cool multi-block and it lets us transfer power wirelessly instead of using cables. And a bonus is that it gives off this really cool light display. It's able to transfer power through these Tesla coil covers. It's relatively expensive, but I recommend it because it helps avoid cable spam. And it's pretty good. I guess just to talk a little bit of how it works, don't mind Ben, the engineer. He's here to make sure the Tesla Tower runs, except when he sleeps on the job, and then I come back on the server and the entire base is shut down because he fell asleep. So all blame is on him. Anyways, a little bit of how it works. It needs an energy hatch. That's just a standard multi-block. But the main way it works are these EV superconductor primary Tesla windings. Try saying that 5 times fast. And also these EV Tesla capacitors. So the capacitors along with the primary Tesla windings, that's what decides what kind of power it's outputting. So because it's EV for both of them, they have to match EV, EV. And because it's EV, that means whenever I attach these Tesla coil covers, it is considered EV power. So you have to watch out because if I were to plug in this transformer here or this coil into the HV energy hatch, it would just explode. Anyways, these superconductor primary windings just dictate what kind of power it can output, and these capacitors tell the tower how much amperage to output. These capacitor hatches can hold 16 of these, and I have 4 times 16, 64. So I can output a total of 64 amps of EV power, given that I can supply enough. That's what I got going on here, 64 amps from the battery going into this thing. So at the moment, I'm able to output 64 amps of EV power. But we are at the point in our playthrough where I need to improve our power. And I'm going to improve the turbine we have here with the HSSS, but that's a side project I'm working on. I do have to upgrade these Tesla towers to IV power, and that will be through these IV superconductor primary Tesla windings. Try saying that 5 times fast. Kind of expensive, needs superconductor IV wires, but I already have this in the playthrough. This is a single player world, by the way. So the next step is to replace the Tesla windings and the capacitors so that now this will be considered IV power. But remember what I mentioned earlier. So what happens if I upgrade the Tesla Tower to IV power without changing any of them? Yeah, the entire base will explode. And it's quite a lot of coils we're using. We're using coils everywhere because I don't want to use wires. It's less cable spam. So I tried to put the coils on top so it's easy for me to see which machine has them and whatnot. So over here it has that, and I can head over to the plat line. And the plat line also has the coils on top. So far, every machine has a coil. So every single one of these, if I were to upgrade the Tesla Tower without changing out any of these or adding transformers under them, then yes, every single machine will explode. So I thought about this on the stream and I kind of decided, why don't I do that? People want to see explosions, so I'm going to give it to you. So that's what I'm going to do. What happens when I upgrade Tesla Tower to IV power without changing any of them? See what happens. Excuse me, horse. Please. Thank you. Okay, I've replaced everything. It has to wait a little bit to charge up, and I'm kind of curious what happens. So I replaced the coils with IV superconductor primary Tesla windings, and now they have IV Tesla capacitors. I do have to upgrade this to the IV energy hatch, but that can wait a little bit. So right now, it's IV power, outputting to everything that is not compatible with IV power. So I expect the entire base to explode and kind of see what happens. I just want to see what happens. Is it going? It scared me. At least Ben survived. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's the whole base. Goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, you absolutely want to be careful because if you don't do it correctly, goodbye to your entire base. All right. Let's go check what happened to the rest of the base.